everyone, it's Nancy with She's Got Yarn. What's today? Today's Tuesday. How's everyone doing? I didn't do a video last night. I crashed and burned. I started to do a video and I'll share some of it with you. And Tilly, she was being so cute. I gotta share that video with you. Hold on one second. Let me go on airplane. My phone, and most of that is garbage. I ignore everything on my phone these days because most of it's garbage. But I started testing the Boggy Bear, and let me show you. Where did it go? Oh, I pulled it out. Dang it. Yeah, I pulled it out. I haven't pulled it out completely, but it was the first bear ear was fine. The second one was smaller than the first one, so I was like, okay. And I counted the rows; they were the same. I don't know what I did. My tension was different. I have no idea. But anyways, I ended up frogging it. I got annoyed because I started over a couple times, and then the pattern's worded differently than what I'm used to. So that's why I'm testing it. So the count is the same, but the way she worded it, you know, when you work in the round, usually you'll do 6 single crochets and then 2 in each stitch and then 1 and then 2, you know, like that. But it's different, and I struggled with it. So anyways, and it's something simple, but you know me, you know my brain. So anyways, last night I got annoyed with the ear, and Annette said I could call her anytime. I didn't want to bother her. It was late. So, and then on top of that, this is Big Twist Posh. I was pulling from the center and it turned into a nightmare, you guys, and I was determined to get the knot out. And that's basically once I got this balled up, I went and laid down in my room and I went to bed. I went night-night. Obviously I needed it. But yeah, this yarn was all like twisted on itself and knotted inside. So I highly recommend you pull from the outside. And if you have one of those little gadgets that you put the skein on and then snap it on they usually have a magnet and they spin, I would recommend that. If you have one, use it. I have found all mine. Well, I found one of them, the doubled one. So, too late to use it now. I've already got this in a ball. But yeah, I'm telling you, I spent over an hour untangling this. I was determined not to waste it. You know me, I always threaten to cut it, but technically in my brain I'm saying I'm gonna burn you. I got a burn pile. But so back to the drawing board, and I'm gonna save this little piece that I broke off. I did end up cutting it because I was mad. Well, no, that might have been the ear. I don't know. I've got two pieces. No, this is the ear I was frogging. Yeah. So, and I was told this uses a number 4 hook, especially if you yarn over. I'll let Annette explain it, but she's a very experienced crocheter. And I think some projects she yarns under, which I told her, I said, please don't make it difficult. So I'm yarning over, and it can affect what size hook you use, it sounds like. But she's going to come on and explain everything when we finally do the live. I haven't heard anything yet. I think everybody wants to get the bears done. And I'm done with the ears. Now I'm going to start on the head. Do you think I can get away with the head that I have? This is, y'all, I could not figure out the body. I gave up, but I started to build a bear. And I got the head, probably a little too pointy, but you can flatten that. And then I'm not going to use this for Boggy, but, and then the ears. Here's the ears. Let me see the difference in the ear. My ears are way bigger. But I was doing pink and green. Something's on my roof. Pink and green. But the body, I was really struggling with the body. Here's the body. And I was going to give it a bottom so it could sit. And then I'm just curious. Once I'm done with hers, I'm curious to see. Like, this is the arms. My arms might be too long. My legs are really short and stubby, but aren't they cute? It's cute, cute. They would have been cute. I don't know. Maybe it'll look like something different, but anyways, I never finished it. I got Nancy syndrome. So, but I'm using a dotty hook, and I have 2 of them in my basket. I tried, that's probably what was wrong with the ear. I tried this, and it's short. It was bothering me, so anyways, I'm using this. If you have a dotty hook, I recommend it. I don't know. Everybody's different. Everybody's hands are different sizes, so you just never know. So, but I just got back from, we took Gump to the vet. I got a picture of my building when I'm not going to turn the camera, of when I first built it. And it was up at Dad's house. It had insulation inside. That window did have a screen. Somebody took the screen out of one of my windows. Probably one of the guys, and they didn't put it back and it got thrown away. But did you hear that bling bling? That is telling me that somebody has entered the property. So it may be UPS or FedEx. I'm not sure. But so anyways, that's all that's really been going on. I just got back. Like I said, we took Gumpster to, before I got interrupted by the bling bling, I was trying to say, Tiffany asked me if I would go with her to take Gump to get his shots, that he's petrified of the vet. And so I went with her. He was fine. She said, Mom, he did great with you there. So I don't know. I held him while he got his he got 3 vaccines. He got the Bordetella, he got the rabies, and parvo, the red juice parvo. So no, he got the parvo, and then whatever Bordetella, and then he got Tiffany does the once a year heart guard. I've never done that. Gump has to lose 10 pounds. I told Tiffany, I said, when I wake up, I pick up the bowl, but sometimes it's too late. I said, I live here. I feed my dogs at a certain time. They eat when I eat. And I said, and I leave their bowl down because there's food in it. And I said, when you get here in the morning, you got to pick up that bowl. And he's getting extra food. I'm sure that's what it is. I'm not just drowning him in treats, because I buy those treats that they're sticks and they last a long time. They're collagen. They're highly recommended by Brenda at BYC. But yeah, so that's the only thing they're getting. I do buy Georgie some of those treats that I trained her on. She loves them. They're real chicken. So anyways, he got a good report, other than he needs to lose about 10 pounds. And he was fine. He got 3 shots and he was fine. He got his 3-year rabies. He's 2 now. So, but he did fine. She goes, Mom, you would not believe how, she said he was trembling so bad last time. He didn't tremble at all. So, but she said it was because I was there. I don't know about that, but maybe. I don't know. But my dogs aren't afraid of the vet. These 2 aren't. The only one that was afraid of the vet was Archer. He was my 3-legged dog. Every time he went somewhere, he had lost half his jaw to cancer twice. He lost his leg. You know, I mean, the dog had a lot of issues. So I understand why he didn't care for vets. But everybody else seemed pretty, they're real friendly at the vets. Like, they love on them. They give them treats, and, you know, it's not just a vet walking in, examining the dog and leaving the room. I mean, they pet him, talk to him. They personal, you know, they're friendly. And I think most vet offices are. Some techs are better than others. Tiffany's tech, she wasn't real loving today on Gump, but I was there, so, yeah. So, here's a picture of me on my TV screen at my house in High Springs. All my photos, somehow Tiffany said I did it, all my photos are being shared amongst family. I'm glad, I said, I'm glad I don't have any extra videos. Oh gosh. But yeah, I was at my mom's the other day, and I'm like, those are my photos. What are you doing with my photos? I called Tiffany. She says, you did that, Mom. And I'm like, no, I didn't. I don't know what happened, but it's okay. So they get to see what I take pictures of. And I take pictures all the time because I'm on YouTube. Like my thumbnails. Like, one of them was a thumbnail I had. I was like, that's my thumbnail. I think I had Premier Yarns or something. I don't know. But, yep. And photos of the old camper when I was in the old camper. But yeah, I'm gonna get off of here. I just wanted to say hi to you guys, and try to figure out what's next on my hook besides this bear. And I think it's gonna be my cardigan. I gotta pull it out. It's in the shower. I put it in there the other day. It's in a container, you know. It's all good. I got all the yarn in there. So I am waiting for my premiere haul. I think I have a couple orders, but I'm done. I don't think I have a Michael's order. I don't know. No, I went to Michael's, so, but yeah. There's that shelf I haven't finished. That's too funny. April 14th. Is that when I started that? No, that's that cubby that collapsed. Okay. Anyways, I am going to get off of here. I'm doing purple. I was going to do two-toned. I might do the bottom of the foot in a different color, but I'm not going to do the hands. And maybe the ears I'll do a second color. I'm not sure which color yet. I think I might do green. But this yarn that I used was Premier for the bear that I didn't complete, was the chenille. Premier chenille in the cones. And also the green. So, but see how it looks on the bottom of the foot? Isn't that cute? I think that would look cute with this color. So, it's just a test. So, and we'll see if they're cool with that. But I was also told that I would probably use a whole skein and a little bit more of another skein of the Posh for a bear. But Boggy's being very specific about the size. So we have to, you know, you have to use the hook she used and the yarn she used, I guess. I heard we could use puzzle, a bulky number 5, but I'm going to use the Posh and see how we do. And then I think the second one I'm going to do in this blue, and I want to do it in orange, but I want to see if I can find another orange. I have like a neon orange. I'm wondering if I have a different orange. I don't know yet. I know I have like an egg yolk color, lavender, gray, pink, and a hot red in here. orange, strawberry, and royal blue. So I have several colors in here, and this green. Ah! Dropped my phone. This green. What's it called? Glowworm. No, glow warm. And this purple, I don't know the name of it because somebody ate the ball band. Imagine that. Yep. They ate the ball band. I threw it away yesterday. They got the reply that I started trying to see if I could make something with it. I was playing with the yarn, and they got the ball band, but I got it out of their mouth. So, but yeah, that's all that's going on. It's just not really much. I went to Williston, like I said. I left Georgie and Tilly here, and they were a little... Tilly cussed me out when I got home. She's such a hot mess. But I'm going to share a little video at the end of this of me and Tilly. I'm picking stuff off of her, and she just... They trust me so much they won't let me leave their side. And tonight I'm fixing chicken. I got 8 pieces of chicken in the oven, and I don't know if I'm gonna make yellow rice. I don't know what I'm gonna make with it, but I know that I buy a bag of chicken and I cook it, and it lasts a few days, so I don't have to cook. I can just heat it up, you know, mix it up with something. We'll see. So, well, I love you guys, and thanks for hanging out, and I will see you hopefully later tomorrow. Mwah! She's got stickers all over her. She had them all over her chin. Still got a few here and there. Well, you know what? You can pick them off if you don't want me to pick them off. She'll never get them off. I just want to see. See, her hair's getting long now, so I can't see them. I got to brush through her hair to get them. Because we're going to be show dog long. Huh. I don't know how long that's going to last. But these plants that keep sticking to her, they're terrible. Tyler came out here yesterday with Millie, his poodle. And I had to give him a comb because she had them everywhere. Yes. Millie had them everywhere. Here, see? You got one right there. Let's see. We got one right there. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Are you beautiful? You're not. Oh, you got some right here on your cheek. I see it. Excuse me. Get that out of your mouth. That's my bear ear. Look at how many I got off of her, y'all. Yeah, those are hitchhikers. Well, I was doing good with the bear, and then this yarn, like, got all tangled and barfed out. Do not pull from the center of this yarn. It's posh. And I think I knew better and I forgot about it. But look. Look what's happening. It's my ball band. I'm not going to get much done on this bear tonight. Obviously. I had this untangled and then, I don't know. Tilly barked to go outside. She made it sound like somebody was here. Nobody was here. See how tangled this is? This makes me mad. I was doing good. Hey. She didn't want to eat her probiotics tonight. Hey, you want your probiotics? You want your nummies? Georgie likes them. She likes everything. She's like Mikey. Actually, she's not. She won't just stick her nose in something. She's very cautious. Cannot figure out which way to go. I'm fixing to cut this yarn. I don't want to, but there's a big wad in the middle of it. So what I want to do is just get like the outside wrapped around it and then ball it up from the outside in. I gotta find the end though. I've got my yarn spindles. I gotta just bring it in here. I got separated from them when I moved from one camper to the other, is what happened. Isn't that funny? There's some stuff in my truck I was looking at today. I need to clean this truck out. My black truck, I got stuff in there I brought from the house, and I have no clue what it is. my goodness. Where did this come from?